Good morning, students. We learned about our chapter 5, which is adaptation in plants. In our previous video, we learned about habitat, adaptation, and the terrestrial plants. Lots of types of plants like terrestrial plants, aquatic plants, and some another adaptation. And in terrestrial plants, there are lots of categories like plants in plains, plants on mountains, deserts, swamps, coastal areas. All these are including in the terrestrial plants. And after that, we are discussed about plants in plains. What type of habitat in plants in plains? What type of adaptation are there? Okay. So all these things we already discussed in our previous video. In this video, we are discussing lots of another topics, like the first one is plants on mountains. Plants on mountains. Because of this, mountains are quite higher places than the plains, so that they are cooler one. Okay, because of whenever we reach to the height, the temperature goes down, so the climate is cooler than the plains. Because of this such type of climate, the structure of plants are quite vary from the plants which are found in the plain areas. Okay, because of the temperature is very cooler, snowfalls are there, so that their structure changed. Pine, fir, deodar, all these are the example of these plants which are found in on the mountains. Okay, and these mainly we already seen this. These plants doesn't have any fruit, flowers, and they are cone shaped, and they are bearing some cones and seeds also. And these cones bearing seeds, all of these we are already discussed in our GK classes, question time. Okay, so these plants, the seeds are found in cones, remember? So these plants having the cones, and the seeds of these plants found in these cones, and they are fruitless, flowerless. Okay, because of the climate. Okay, what is the adaptation of these plants? They grows on mountains and they are cone shaped. Why they are cone shaped? What is the reason? Trees that grow on mountains are mainly cone shaped, so that the snow easily down from the leaves, their branches, and they are safe from the snow and this cooling effect, so that the shape of all these trees are cone, as well as the leaves having the waxy coating, so that they are just protected from the coolness of the snow and damage from the snow also. Okay, so there are two adaptations. Their shape is cone shaped, so that they are not easily catch the snow, and the snow is easily fall down from their branches, as well as their leaves having the wax coating, so that they are not going to be damaged with the snow. Okay, so these are the two adaptation of these plants. Okay, and the next topic is plants in desert. We know about this. In a desert, the climate is very hot. On mountains, there is a coolie temperature, coolie climate, and in desert, the climate is very hot. The atmosphere is also very hot because of the deficiency of rainfall, so that this area are very dry. And cactus and acacia are the plants which are found in this desert area. So because of this, this is a very harsh climate and it is not easy to survive there. So very few plants are grows in these areas. Okay, and what are the adaptations? What are the adaptation of these plants? desert plants have very few or no leaves. Why? Recently we completed our chapter plants in the surroundings and environment. So why the cactus doesn't have the leaves? Why the leaves is changed into the spines? Why? Because of the deficiency of water, and we know about the transpiration process. Remember transpiration? In which process the water is vaporized from the leaf, surface of the leaves, stomata's to the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. So that the leaves of the cactus is changed into spines, so that this transpiration process is not going to be held it, and the water is stored in their own. Okay, so they have the cactus or acacia having no leaves. The leaves is turned into the spines, as well as the stem of these plants is thick and fleshy and stores water. All of you ever seen the cactus now? I know. Look at here. So the stem of these plants are fleshy and green also, so that they store water, and the stem of these plants looks green in color. Why? The leaves are looking green. Why? Because of the presence of chlorophyll. We know about this. Chlorophyll is present in the leaves, so that the color of the leaves are green, and where the deficiency of chlorophyll, so that the color of the leaves are green, yellow or red. So the plants of the cactus, the stem of all this cactus or acacia is green in color because of the presence of chlorophyll, because their leaves are changed into the spines, so where the photosynthesis process is going to be held, so that the stem contains chlorophyll and the photosynthesis process is going to be held in the stem of cactus or acacia. So this is all about for the plants which are found in desert. And the next topic is plants in coastal areas. Coastal areas mean by that the sea or oceans are found, and they have the salty water. So the soil is also becomes saline soil, and the condition is very harsh, and they have rocky or sandy areas are there. So it's quite difficult for the plants to grow. Mainly coconuts are found, coconut trees are found in that areas. And what is the adaptation of these plants? The plants like coconuts just grow here. And the second point is the fruit or seeds are scattered from one place to another place with the help of the water, because these are found in the coastal areas. So the seeds are scattered from one place to another place with the help of the water. So this is the way for the dispersion of the seeds from one place to another place with the help of water. Okay, so for today it's over, and in our next video we will discuss more topics of this chapter. Have a good day everyone.